Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about one function, that's the ABS absolute function in qbasic. All right, let's get started, and I'll keep doing it and keep explaining meanwhile. Okay, so first of all, back to our emulator. That's the qbasic emulator, and in that, first of all, let me yeah. Sometimes that can happen with qbasic. It can, if you click on the arrow key here, this can go up and down. So first of all, we want to just clear everything, like edit and cut. That's gone. First of all, you want to cls, make sure that nothing nothing is there on the screen. I've told you about it in the previous video. Click on print, then abs. Now with abs, what you have to do is you want see, if you do a regular subtraction, that is like you minus 100 minus 100 minus 40, it will give you 60. But if you do this, if you do the opposite, let's see. So you want to do 60. Yeah, and we are also doing one more thing. We are not only subtracting 60 minus 100, but we are also using a fraction. So we are using 60.34 and minus, and then if I write 100 and then close the bracket, so what will happen is it will give me an error. Error being that that 64.34 is like a decimal number. Then I've used the minus sign, but 100 is not into decimals, so the system will not be able to recognize it. So I want to make sure that 100 has its own decimal. Either I do it manually, like type in 100.00, or I can use an exclamation mark. So after 100, I am adding an exclamation mark. That means convert 100 into decimal points. How many decimal points, I'm not sure, but yeah, we'll talk about that in the later video. So we have done this one, print abs, and the next another command that I want to talk about um, is print sgn. Now sgn, I'm not sure what the full form is, but if you want to find out, if you have typed in a number that's negative, that's positive, or it's like a zero, so you just type in sgn, and then I'm using a negative number. I've used like negative 34. Oh, sorry, 34 is already there. Just for the purpose of this, I'm using 67, and the last one, sgn sgn 0. So let's do one thing. Let's print it up and see what's the output. Click on start. Okay, so what happens is, when you use a computer, and you're using programming language. So in that, um, what happens is that uh, a computer understand things in binary terms, one or zero. So one or zero could have a negative value as well, but for the system, it's like one with a negative sign. But that's how the system understands it. So the output that I've got is 39.66, which is I mean, if the system is able to do the reverse thing. It's able to give out the positive value, and for the sgn, that was for the absolute. Then for the sgn, it gave me 1 because we used a positive number. Then I used a negative number, and at the end I used a 0. So what happened is, all the two commands that we used, sgn and abs, both of them are working fine if while performing any sort of complex call calculation, which a normal calculator, I don't think it can do. Whether it can find out, because we want more from the calculator. So doing the reverse negative calculation plus finding out positive, negative, or whether its number is a 0. All right, thank you for this video. In the next video, we'll do something else. Thank you.